Hi guys. So this is gonna be an awkward video because, well, I've already thought of what I'm gonna say, but anyway, Amai was released May 1st, of course, yesterday, and she was actually released at 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 o'clock, apparently, instead of being at 12, but that's okay. I'm glad that she's released. She's released, but not fully completed. The only thing that Yandere Dev is missing is animations, unique animations, and voice acting. And that's fine. That's totally fine. Now, due to the leaks on YouTube and on TikTok, especially spoilers, so there's two specific eliminations that that involves Amai's events. Sabotaging and her rejection of Senpai, and her befriend/betrayal elimination, which was the first thing that Yandere Dev worked on, which was probably taken the most time, and I mean, it's obviously the stealth mission is let's just say that when I first watched people play the game and do Amai's events, like go through Amai's events, and some of the Yandere Simulator YouTubers have returned, Blood and Shiai. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but anyway, they've returned. And of course, ever since what happened, they decided to put a disclaimer because, well, obviously, I don't mind because, they were a part of the, they made videos of about the development. So anyway, so they've returned, especially the other Yandere YouTubers, and from watching the events play out of Amai's week, like her befriend/betrayal elimination, and her rejection of Senpai's conversations with Amai, the stealth mission involving the befriend/betrayal elimination, all that stuff. At first, it felt underwhelming, especially how people were negatively saying about Senpai's conversations with Amai. But later on, I actually liked them. Of course, the befriend elimination is my favorite, and even though it's still underwhelming, it's good for what it is. I mean, anything can be good for what it is, unless it's not terrible. And besides, I'm still glad that Amai's here. The sabotage and rejection, Amai's conversations with Senpai are actually not that bad. At first, people thought that Senpai's conversations with Amai felt weird and sort of robotic, but in actuality, it wasn't actually that bad. It was decent enough. And at first, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were, okay. Monday involved Amai's pastries, being poisoned, and Senpai knowing about people getting sick, and Amai and Senpai doesn't want to. Senpai think he'll just pass trying the pastries, and Amaya's like, I understand, it's okay. Then on Tuesday, Amai wants to make Senpai an apron so that he can be safer on cooking. But one apron swap later, and Senpai, one comment said that Taro was angry at Amai for the apron mess up, and in actuality, he wasn't. He wasn't even mad. His dialogue didn't look like he was mad. He was just confused, and he thought it was just a joke but I'm pretty sure he wasn't angry. He was just confused, and Amai was also confused as well. Then on Wednesday, there's a recipe that Amai has for Senpai. Then they talk over lunchtime, like the other times, and they're confused, of course, because, Ayano's sabotaging it, so yeah. Then Thursday, some actual things play out. For example, a picnic. So, Amai's conversation with Senpai on Thursday involving the picnic, he has never tried having a picnic before, which is off, but then again, maybe he's just, maybe it's probably not a big deal if he hasn't tried that yet. So that's okay. I mean, even if he has never heard of it before, so it's whatever. I'm okay with it. But then a bunch of bugs come in due to sugar, and so they're unable to have the picnic. But the picnic layout is so nice, and when it's not sabotage, they sit down like nothing. Well, they say that they're gonna eat, but you don't see them eating anything. But that's okay. I mean, it's limited, so meh. Anyway, on Friday, it turns out that Amai does cake art and posts it on her social media, and she has like a bunch of followers, which is something that I have never seen that Amai do. So she has a cake that she made, and she's gonna top it off with icing and some other decorations. One sabotage later, Senpai sees the post and is kind of confused, but also maybe even uninterested. I mean, especially with his conversations with Osana, it's pretty. Osana is supposed to be Senpai's childhood friend, and Amai is just this girl that Senpai met at the bus stop on Saturday, and their relationship just happens for that entire week until Amai confesses her feelings to him on Friday. So it's just a quick little thing. It's, for some reason nobody complained about Osana conversations with Senpai or her confession about what would happen. Not especially in the 1980s mode with all the rivals. They would just have the conversation with Senpai in the morning by the bushes, in front of the school gate, and and some stuff would happen and that's it. Like, seriously, no one was complaining about it, but people were complaining about Amai. Like, seriously, what the F? Sorry. But anyway, the only thing that bothers me is that during the cutscene with Kisana meeting Senpai, it's the same as Amai, especially since Kisana is wearing a recolored version of Amai's outfit. Like, that just bothers me a lot. I mean, it might be possible that Yandere Dev was just rushing to some things because he was just focusing on Amai for now and not really focusing on Kisana. Also, when Kisana talks when Kisana talks to Senpai, she has a brand new hairstyle, which is way more nicer and way more accurate to her art style, minus the rival introduction video version, that involves the croissant hair being shaped like a heart split in half, and I think it's way more cuter than her actual hairstyle in the original art style for the rival introduction video and the character and the original character model. It's way more nicer, but still, Kisana needs a better outfit instead of having just Amai's outfit recolored. Seriously, she already has a casual outfit. It's in the art styles and mods as well. So what the fuck? Anyway, one of the minor things that doesn't really bother me, but I just still want to address it, is that during the Amai's stealth mission, Ayano has her fringe like flipped to the side, and I'm just like, maybe this is just an error or some sort of character bug, or if something happened and her hair just looks like it was flipped the other side. I don't know, but it doesn't bother me that much, but still. And during Amai's conversation with Ayano, during the Befriend's betrayal elimination, when Amai comes to Ayano's house, Ayano's house looks completely different, and I realize this, that it does look different. It looks way more nicer, and even though it's weird, it's nice instead of what it used to look like, instead of just some sort of generic house, I guess, for people in Japan. I don't know. But anyway, that made me wonder if people would play through Osana's week and do her befriend betrayal elimination. What if Osana's befriend elimination involves Osana at Ayano's house, and Ayano's house looks completely the same as it did before, or that it would look just like it is now during Amai's week. I'm not sure, but it's whatever. I try to not to question it. And also, due to Amai's befriend elimination, I wondered to myself, especially since I made my Wattpad story of Ludwig and Amai, my version of Amai's events involving Ludwig, her befriend, betrayal elimination, involving the new bakery in town, trying to throw her family out of business. I taken it from concepts from some Yandere YouTubers, and at a story standpoint, it makes sense. But for Yandere Dev's official game, it doesn't make sense, because having one of the other students at Academy have a bakery rivaling Amai's and sabotaging it, wouldn't make sense and would make it a bit bizarre. So, yeah.